There is good news for migrants living in the UK who are yet to switch to eVisa. So if you are having some challenges or difficulties and you have not been able to create your UK VI account to access your visa, do not panic. So I know that you might be feeling anxious, that is very close and you have not been able to sort yourself out yet. Don't panic. There is good news, and the good news is that the time has been extended. So relax and get all the information you need to go through the process smoothly. And also, if you are procrastinating, saying I'll do it today, tomorrow, the next day, go ahead and do it now. I'm sure they are not going to keep on extending the time, okay? So do it as soon as possible. So we are going to be talking about this in the video, and to remind and encourage anyone who is procrastinating to go ahead and to create your account to access your eVisa. I'm sure the government is not going to keep on extending the time, right? Like this video so YouTube can recommend it to as many as possible. It's no news that the UK is moving from the use of physical documents to an online record of immigration status, which is the eVisa, which they introduced somewhere last year, and the deadline was supposed to be last year, December. However, they shifted the deadline to 31st of March 2025, which they have shifted again so that so many people will not be disadvantaged if they close it and then you are caught unawares. So let's read what they have to say in this their write-up today. It said, over 4 million UK visa holders have successfully created an account to access their e-visas according to the Home Office statistics published today. That's an impressive number. So it means so many people have been able to move to e-visa. However, an estimated 600,000 people are yet to switch from their physical documents to an e-visa. So it's still a huge number out there that haven't been able to switch to their e-visa for one or two reasons. Some might be out of some complications and some might be out of procrastination. Securing our borders is a key part of the government's plan for change, and e-visas are a key part of delivering a border and immigration system which is more digital and streamlined. This change will enhance the experience of people using the system and increase the immigration system's security and efficiency. To support a continuous smooth transition to e-visas and ensure no one is disadvantaged, the Home Office is extending the grace period announced in December 2024. We committed to keep this transitional measure under review, and we are extending the end date from 31st March 2025 to 1st June 2025. Yeah, so initially the deadline was supposed to be in 31st December 2024, which they moved to 31st March 2025, and now it has been moved again to 1st June 2025. So then you have a grace period from now to 1st of June 2025 to switch to your e-visa if you haven't been able to. This allows people with a biometric residence permit, BRP, or EUSS, biometric residence card, BRC, that expired on or after 31st December 2024 and who continue to hold underlying immigration status to continue to use their expired documents for international travel up to and including 1st June 2025. So this means that you can continue to use your expired document, BRP cards, and any other card that you use to prove your immigration status up until 1st of June 2025 to make any international travels with no difficulties at all, until after 1st of June 2025 when you are not able to use the physical documents anymore and you are only supposed to use the online documents to prove your immigration status. From the 2nd June 2025, expired BRPs and EUSS BRCs will no longer be acceptable evidence of immigration status when traveling to the UK. Minister of Migration and Citizenship said, today's encouraging e-visa statistics show that a significant majority of the immigration status holders who needed to take action have done so. We continue to listen carefully to feedback, and our confirmation that expired immigration documents can be used for travel until June this year will help to further ensure the transition to e-visa continues to be as smooth as possible. Those yet to create an account to access their e-visas are encouraged to do so as soon as possible to make the most of the benefits of using an e-visa and join the millions, including all EU settlement scheme status holders who already have an e-visa. It is free and straightforward for those who hold physical and paper documents to create eVisa. People with indefinite leave to remain, ILR, also known as settlement, who use an ink stamp or vignette in a passport to prove their rights can continue to use their documents as they do today, including for travel, but are encouraged to make the switch to an eVisa to take advantage of the benefits it brings. So with eVisa, you do not have to carry physical documents, and usually you are at risk of either getting your card misplaced, it can get missing, and you have to now go through the stress of applying for another PRP here and there. But when this is phased out and you have only eVisas, you do not have to go through that stress of losing a card and going through the system of applying for a new card. And even if it expires, your BRP card usually expires after every 1 year, and so you have to keep applying for the BRP card after every 1 year. But with the eVisas, you do not have any physical document like that, so you do not have to go through all these processes. So yeah, you've heard the good news. You have enough time now to switch to your eVisa. Make sure you do that as soon as possible. Please do not wait for the deadline to be up for you to be disadvantaged at any point in time, because then if you do not switch to your eVisa and the deadline is up and you are not able to prove your status in the UK, or you are not able to legally prove that you have the right to stay in the UK, you become more like an undocumented migrant. And being an undocumented migrant is like being an illegal migrant, right? And with all the deportations and raids going on about illegal migration and people being deported from the UK, you do not want to find yourself in that mess. So go ahead. If procrastination is your problem, please put it aside. Go ahead and switch to your eVisa now as soon as possible. And if you have some difficulties in also switching to your eVisa, you go through the proper channels of trying to rectify them also as soon as possible, and do not procrastinate, so that you can do it and get it off your table as soon as possible. Now, this is the way to go. You do not have a choice. You have to switch to your eVisa. You cannot say that, oh, I'm okay with BRP card, I'm able to keep it well, and so I do not need to switch to eVisa. Very soon it's going to be phased off, and you cannot even use it at all to travel into the UK. You cannot use it at all to prove that you have the legal right to stay in the UK to your employer, to your landlord, and to border officials. You cannot prove this at all. And if you cannot prove it, it means you do not have the right to legally stay in the UK. And so go ahead and switch to your eVisa as soon as possible. And if you have kids, each kid should have an account and have their eVisas. Go ahead and create for your kids as early as possible, so that the issues that come up, you can solve them as quickly as possible, so the deadline does not catch up with you. And if you do not know how, when you go to the government website, they have steps of how to go about it. You create your UK VI account, you have your eVisa, you link your passport, and all the processes are spelled out very accurately. They even have a video that you can watch. If that is not even enough for you, there are so many tutorial videos that content creators have created to show you how to go about to switch successfully to eVisa. And also there are contact numbers that you can reach out to if you have any issues that you need to solve. So go ahead and explore all these measures. Make sure you are settled in all those aspects, so you do not keep procrastinating and inconvenience yourself in any way. This brings us to the end of today's video. If you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Philomena, and on this channel I talk about motherhood, lifestyle, living abroad, and general inspirations. So if you found this video insightful, do not forget to like and share. Also subscribe if you haven't yet. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for the support always. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.